dating lessons I learned in my 25 years of life. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Christine and welcome, and let's get into today's video. You guys know that TikTok that's going around? I'm so fucking sick of it. Hold on, let's insert that clip that I made.
I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
That's me, literally. Like, I'm so sick and tired of it. But I'm gonna tell you guys some of the lessons I learned. First lesson, don't date. Not in this generation. Just kidding. So let's get into it. So I'm 25, right? And I've always wanted to be married, or, by like 30, it's like that thing a lot of people have. And honestly, if I am not like married, or I have not found the love of my life in the next 5 years, I'm gonna be convinced that I'm meant to be single. So lesson number 1, you guys, let's get serious now, is don't chase anybody. Don't chase. If they made it clear to you that they don't want to date you, they don't want to be with you, kick them out. Kick them out of your mind. Kick them out of whatever notebook you're journaling in. If they're not showing any interest in you, it's time to let them go, okay? You got to realize your self-worth, which is lesson number 2. Know your self-worth, okay? Because if you're like me, it's like if every guy that rejects me or has rejected me, and I'm over there like thinking, what is wrong with me? We're never going to be happy. So we can't be doing that. We got to realize that at the end of the day, like someone told me the other day, you're the prize. So if they don't want you, it's their loss. You got to learn your self-worth. You should tell yourself every day that you're the best and you're not just for anybody, because we're not just for anybody. Okay? I don't think anyone is just for anybody. People could be just hooking up with everybody, but that doesn't mean that they're for everybody, because they're not. You are not for anybody. Ditch the dating apps. This is what lesson number 3, you guys. Ditch the dating apps. Christine, note that yourself. Ditch the dating apps. I have a lot to say. Ditch the dating apps. There's only one app that I will always go back to, and that's Upward, and I've talked about this, but even with that, I feel like I haven't had any luck. So ditch the dating apps, because although you'll hear like good stories here and there, I don't think you can find love through dating apps anymore. I'll come back to this if something does happen and it does work out. I'll come back to this point, to this lesson, but from majority of the lesson that I've learned is don't go looking for love through a dating app. It could be that I just have bad luck, I don't know, but majority of the guys on dating apps just want to hook up. Majority of them, okay? And I've seen so many TikToks, so many videos in the past year, how someone finds their significant other on dating apps, and all I'm saying is, if you find someone on dating app, then it could be you. That could happen to you, because they might just go back to the dating app. So be careful with that. Lesson number 4 is related, or 5. At this point, I'm just not going to count. If you are using online platforms, whether it's dating apps, social media, do your research. Don't just go out with anybody. We live in a very dangerous world. It's sad to say. You don't know who is behind that phone or computer. Do your research. And if you think you can't do the research, then don't go out with them. All right? And they say the best person you'll find is in person. I've been reading that a lot too, because you're just there in a setting where you always are, so you might find someone with similar beliefs, similar interests, but that doesn't mean at clubs, at stuff like that, because majority of them are at the club to have fun, to hook up to a lot of the time. So don't look for love in parties. But I mean, with parties it depends, because if it's like a wedding or something and you meet someone there, then I think that's fine. But what I mean by like partying, like going out, if you're partying out, drinking, meeting someone when you're drunk is the worst thing. In my experience, that's something I've learned the hard way too, and I've had my fair share of it. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking very calmly today compared to my other videos, but yeah, so don't overthink. I do this a lot. Like, I need to be taking my own advices, but don't overthink. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm overthinking, which I shouldn't be, because you know, overthinking kills. It does, and it's not healthy. Something I'm working on. Another lesson I learned is, and I think this is the main lesson, is don't think that you're gonna find the perfect one. There is no perfect one. There is no right person for us. There isn't. And you know, it took my whole year and a half, or whatever you want to call, however long, for my during my healing, during my self-care time, where I was just focused on me, to learn that. Like, I learned this the hard way after losing so much, but no one is perfect, you know, and everyone has baggages, you know. In my like recent dating experience too, when I hear people like, that person was emotional or that person was too moody, and it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you don't know what someone has gone through. No one is perfect. We all have our baggages. I come with a lot of baggages. So it's like, I'm like, okay, you know, so no one is perfect. We need to understand that. We need to accept that, and we need to stop looking for perfect. If they hook up with you the first time you meet them, they're not the one. Like, I honestly believe that. Like, because if someone wants you for you, they're gonna take their time to get to know you. They're not just gonna rush into just sleeping with you, or, you know, even just getting touchy or kissy. They'll actually put in the effort to get to know you first, and then start that slowly. Okay, so I came across this quote too. It's, the most like intimate thing is your mental, you know, like your mindset. It's not physical touch. And it's very true. It's very true. So another thing is, stop with the negative doubt, like negative thoughts and the doubts. It took me a while. I stopped saying it. I've stopped saying that all men are trash. I'm a victim. I've said that a lot. I used to be one of those girls. I mean, here and there I still do. I'm like, you know what? This keeps happening. They're all shitty. No. Because every time that I have a shitty experience, someone comes in and shows me that decent men still exist. Not all men are shitty. There are still good men out there. Even if those men don't want me, I just know that they still exist. And I thank them a lot. Like, I've told one of my guy friends too, I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for showing me that there are still good men out there. So just stop doubting, you know, we'll find our person. That's like a really big lesson for me. It took me a while to learn that too, like till last year. But yeah, and it's, you know, I just gotta accept it. If they don't want me, they don't want me. It's really their loss. But good men do still exist. Good women still exist. Just because you've had a bad experience with women too, this goes both ways. There are bad women. There are good women out there too. So yeah, this has been a very calm video. It's like not like me. Maybe because I'm having like one of those days. But anyways, if you guys found this video helpful or liked it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you've subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video.